Salutations, Space Cadets, and welcome to the otherworldly quiz show the authorities continue to deny exists. I'm Greg Proops, your most high commander, and I'll be inviting our two bands of agents to remove the un from the unexplained. Tonight's feuding factions are the Stingrays and the Thunderbirds. Putting the venom into the Stingrays as captain, an internet heartthrob who boasts more websites than Spider-Man, Craig Charles. It's impossible to gauge the depth of this next man's science fiction knowledge. He writes, reviews, observes, critiques, and always gets stopped in the street by people who think he's John McCririck. Kim Newman. And joining them, a comedian who has had little experience with ETs, but plenty of experience with DTs, Ben Miller. Launching themselves in opposition, the Thunderbirds. Thunderbird number one, our regular team captain, who's no stranger than he was last week, Bill Bailey. The Thunderbirds possess an individual who spent 2 seasons in Blake 7 aboard the Liberator. Given this set costs 58 quid to build, he must feel like he's been upgraded. Gareth Thomas. And stringing along with the Thunderbirds, a comedian who's watched Blake 7 religiously ever since he heard he was coming on the show. Xander Armstrong. Well, I've just talked to engineering, and they said they can give me round 2 in 3 minutes. But any sooner would be asking for a miracle, Captain. So, let's play. That was my Scottish accent. Thank you. No fair pointing on the map to find out where it's from. Let's play round 1 to fill the space. We show our combatants a scene from a sci-fi film and invite them to chat right through it. A bit like the guy who is always behind you at the movies. Stingrays, here's your clip. From Space 1999.
I want to watch Pride and Prejudice.
I want to watch Match of the Day. Give me the remote.
You can't even find the play button.
It's weird. BBC One, BBC Two, Sky. Get out of my way.
All right. You always get aggressive when we play away at Leeds.
Get out of my chair. Go and get me here.
Okay, love. Do you want some Twiglets with that and some crisps and things? I get him Twiglets. I get him crisps. I get him those little sausage rolls. Anyone dial a pizza?
Well done. And by the way, that was a very prescient show, Space 1999. That's exactly what the world is going to look like 2 years from this transmission date. Thunderbirds, here's your clip from Doctor Who.
Now, if I can just
Get out of the
stick my hands on the wall.
I'm get your scarf out of the way.
Your rooms are ready.
Bang! Take that, you dirty rotter! Die!
She shot you, you crazy fool.
Oh, leave it!
I can't stand the pain!
Oh, leave it! Leave it, Terry! It's not worth it!
When did the knee become such a vulnerable point on a human? One little orange line through the knee and it's all over. That's the end of the round, and it's time for Space Oddities. The round that poses such questions as, if the alien creature has concentrated acid for blood, how come you never see her at an all-night garage buying Rennies? We've beamed on board a couple of kooky objects. Each team offers 3 plausible explanations for what they are. The truth is out there. The other team's got to guess where. Stingrays. Here is your object. Mr. N, will you take that from me?
Certainly. Thank you very much. Very useful, this. It's for cryo-suspending your brain and getting AM/FM radio at the same time. It was first used in the classic 1959 movie, The Brain That Wouldn't Die, in which the mad professor used his dead girlfriend's head to put onto the body of a stripper. Not a masterpiece, interesting movie.
It's always a good idea on paper, isn't it?
Yeah.
This believe it or not, is a dismembered head. It's sat atop of the carpety shoulders of a robot monster who first came roaring out your screens in the 50s in 3D in American drive-in movies. And this is actually Robot Monster's head. There you go. And
All right, Captain Charles.
Thank you, sir. Well,
Benson Miller.
Thunderbirds. This is obviously from the future. 'Cause it's made of cardboard or something and painted silver. And the rest of it. In fact, what this is I don't know if you saw the wonderful Jimmy Caan movie, Thunderball. This is actually a communicator, one of his, video phone type jobbies.
Jimmy Caan was in Rollerball.
James Caan, yeah.
James Caan, yeah.
What did I say?
Sean Connery was
Thunderball.
in Thunderball, yeah.
Which is the same thing.
That's not...
Right. Jim says it's from
Saying I'm a liar?
Yeah. It's not that one, is it? Right.
Kim said, well, we've winnowed it down. Kim says it's from The Brain That Wouldn't Die. It's from James Caan in Thunderball, according to Ben Miller, or Rollerball, if you will, and the Robot Monster's head from Craig Charles.
What do you think, then?
Stop that fake conferring.
Just well, I after much confusion. It's the head of the robot monster, I believe.
My God, man, you're exactly correct. It is the head of the Robot Monster. Let's take a look. Let's look.
Rumbles, man.
There it is.
Well, I like that.
What is he wearing?
It's a gorilla suit and a diving helmet. What else?
Is that scary on
And a
Earth?
girl as well.
I guess he could brandish the girl at you if you weren't frightened enough. All right, Thunderbirds. Check this out. Mind the weight. It's heavier than it looks.
Yes, I remember this well. Davros, king of the Daleks. Was a rather unpleasant character, especially if you made fun of his one single eye in the middle of his forehead. I remember Tom Baker once in the studio turning around to Leela and whispering very quietly, I see old Blue Eye is back. He used to look at everything through that. He used to think I had a blue rinse, because of course it gives you a blue tinge. No, it's Davros's eye from Doctor Who.
All right, Bill Bailey.
Spin, turn, oh beautiful one. No, all right. Oh, the definition, yeah. What it is, that is Earth seen from space. That's how big it is. That big. Very tiny. And it was used in the very first colour film, Earth versus the Flying Saucers in 3D. And what they did to simulate the Earth was they got a seal, performing seal from a circus, and put it on its nose like that, and the seal spun round. They had to black the seal out in special black drapes. And it's a highly trained seal ball simulating the Earth.
Alex Armstrong.
But it is.
And that's true.
100%.
If only it were. Atomic Mutoid's Slave Planet, fantastic movie, written and directed by Steve Krantz, if I'm not wrong.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah? Right, yeah. And in it, deformed armies fight for the freedom of the enslaved people down in the penal colony. This is the biggest weapon in their arsenal, and it was a grenade. It's a compact grenade. You could bang it in someone's breakfast or in a lift or down a corridor. The last laugh is on them because the others, the baddies, had a Hoover. So anyway, there it is. It's a grenade from Atomic Mutoid's Slave Planet. Thank you.
All right, Gareth says it's Davros Eye from Doctor Who. Bill says it's from Earth versus the Flying Saucers, and Alex says it's a grenade from Atomic Mutoid's Slave Planet.
Well, I've been conferring with my trusty number twos here, and we are going to be quite controversial and say they're all nonsense and it's none of them.
Yeah.
Wow, let's have a look.
You let down merchant, Kim. Kim! Well, Kim Newman, the man who knows everything, let me down big style there, he did.
Yes, he did. Nicely fooled, Gareth. That's
Wow.
It's Al.
Yeah, like I give a spit. Who are your heroes, Hal?
It used to be Zen on Blake 7 until I discovered it wasn't real. Just a man off set holding a microphone.
Talk about low budget. Anyway, what are the scores?
Stingrays 8, Thunderbirds 7.
Oh.
You're going down, Bailey. You're going down, boy.
You're a feisty little one. There's an anomaly heading this way. Oh, no. It's just the outbreak. So chew on this while you nuke your cocoa. What sci-fi movie brought together this pair? We'll see you back on deck in just a moment.